Welcome to my channel CoinTASUAS HD. Today, we're exploring 4 fascinating coins that every collector should know about. The Liberty 1 cent 2004, Liberty 1 cent 1973, Liberty 1 cent 1980, and the last 1 penny 2002. Could one of these everyday coins be worth far more than its face value? In this video, you'll discover the complete history, mint marks, rare era coins, collector tips, current market values, and the hidden details that make these coins so popular among collectors. If you enjoy rare coins, valuable pennies, coin roll hunting, and coin collecting, you're in the right place. Stay with us until the end because one small detail could turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Let's get started. Top 4 first up. The Liberty 1 cent 2004, officially known as the 2004 Lincoln Memorial Cent, is one of the most recognized modern United States coins. Although millions of these pennies were produced, collectors continue to search for them because some examples with rare mint errors, exceptional mint state grades, or special varieties can be worth far more than their face value. Many people overlook the 2004 penny because it is still commonly found in circulation, but experienced collectors know that hidden treasures can still appear in pocket change, coin jars, old piggy banks, estate collections, and bank coin rolls. If you own a 2004 Lincoln cent, it is worth taking a closer look because the coin's condition, mint mark, and possible mint errors can make a significant difference in its value. The 2004 Lincoln cent was issued by the United States Mint as part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Memorial reverse design had been in use since 1959 and remained on the cent until 2008, making the 2004 penny one of the last years of this famous design before the special Lincoln bicentennial reverse designs appeared in 2009. During 2004, the United States economy was growing steadily, and electronic payments were becoming increasingly common, yet billions of 1-cent coins were still needed for everyday commerce. Because of this enormous demand, the U.S. Mint struck billions of 2004 pennies at multiple mint facilities. While the date itself is common, collectors appreciate the coin because it represents one of the final years of the historic Lincoln Memorial design, which is an important chapter in American numismatic history. The obverse of the 2004 Lincoln cent features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Around the portrait appear the word Liberty, the date 2004, the national motto, In God We Trust, and the mint mark when applicable. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a plain edge. This copper-plated zinc composition has been used for Lincoln cents since mid-1982. Mint mark information. The 2004 Lincoln cent was produced at 3 United States Mint facilities. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 3.38 billion 2004 Lincoln cents, while the Denver Mint produced about 3.5 billion coins. The value of a 2004 Lincoln cent depends almost entirely on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has a genuine mint error. A heavily worn coin in poor condition is generally worth only its face value of 1 cent. Most circulated examples remain worth 1 to 5 cents. Fine condition coins usually sell for around 5 to 25 cents. Extremely fine examples often bring 25 cents to $1 depending on eye appeal. Uncirculated coins generally sell for $1 to $5, while beautifully preserved mint state examples graded MS66 or MS67 can be worth $20 to well over $100. Exceptionally rare top population certified coins graded MS68 or higher have sold for several $100s, and in some cases, over $1,000 at major auctions. One of the most exciting things about the 2004 Lincoln cent is that it can still be found in circulation today. Before selling a 2004 Lincoln cent, always examine the coin carefully under good lighting using a magnifying glass or coin loop. The 2004 Lincoln cent is not considered a rare date because of its enormous mintage, but demand remains steady due to the popularity of the Lincoln Cent series. Many collectors are surprised to learn that the Lincoln Memorial reverse actually contains a tiny image of Abraham Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, making this one of the few circulating coins in the world to feature the same person on both sides. Next up, the Liberty 1 cent 1973, officially known as the 1973 Lincoln Memorial Cent, is a popular United States coin that attracts both beginner and experienced collectors. While millions of these pennies were produced for everyday use, collectors continue searching for high-grade examples, proof coins, and rare mint errors that can be worth much more than 1 cent. The 1973 penny is especially interesting because it was struck during the era when the Lincoln Memorial design was one of the most recognizable coin designs in America. Today, many people still discover these coins in old collections, coin jars, bank rolls, and inherited boxes of change. Although most examples are common, exceptional condition, and genuine mint errors can make certain 1973 pennies surprisingly valuable. The 1973 Lincoln Memorial Cent was issued by the United States Mint during a period of economic uncertainty in the United States. The country was dealing with rising inflation and the beginning of the energy crisis, yet billions of pennies were still needed for daily commerce. The Lincoln Cent had already become one of America's most successful and longest-running coin series after its introduction in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and that design remained in use until 2008. The 1973 issue represents an important part of this historic series because it was struck before the major composition change of 1982, meaning it contains mostly copper. Collectors appreciate the 1973 penny not because it is a rare date, but because attractive high-grade examples and genuine error coins are much more difficult to find than ordinary circulated pieces. The obverse of the 1973 Lincoln Cent features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while Liberty is located to the left of the portrait and the date, 1973, appears on the right beside the mint mark when applicable. The reverse was designed by Frank Gasparo and displays the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The 1973 Lincoln Cent was produced at 3 United States Mint facilities. Coins without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The value of a 1973 Lincoln Cent depends on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has a genuine mint error. A heavily worn coin in poor condition is generally worth only 1 to 2 cents. Most circulated examples are worth between 2 and 10 cents because of their copper content and collector demand. Coins in fine condition often sell for 10 to 50 cents, while extremely fine examples usually bring around 50 cents to $2. Attractive uncirculated coins commonly sell for $2 to $15, depending on their quality. The 1973 Lincoln Cent is known for several collectible mint errors that attract serious collectors. Some of the most valuable include double die errors, where the date or lettering appears doubled, off-center strikes that leave part of the design missing, clipped planchets where a portion of the coin is absent, broad strikes struck without the retaining collar, die cracks that create raised lines across the coin, rotated dies where the reverse is misaligned, and wrong planchet errors struck on blanks intended for another denomination. One of the most exciting things about the 1973 Lincoln Cent is that it can still be found today. Before selling a 1973 Lincoln Cent, examine it carefully under strong lighting with a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Check the date, mint mark, lettering, and Lincoln's portrait for signs of doubling or unusual striking characteristics. The 1973 Lincoln Cent is considered a common date, but demand remains strong because it is part of the popular Lincoln Memorial series and is made primarily of copper. A fascinating feature of the 1973 Lincoln Cent is that if you look closely inside the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, you can actually see a tiny image of Abraham Lincoln sitting in his famous statue. Next up, the Liberty 1 cent 1980, officially known as the 1980 Lincoln Memorial Cent, is one of the classic modern United States pennies that continues to attract coin collectors around the world. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary 1-cent coin, but experienced collectors know that certain high-grade examples and genuine mint-era coins can be worth much more than their face value. Because the 1980 penny is more than 4 decades old, many examples have disappeared from circulation due to wear, damage, or being saved by collectors. This makes well-preserved coins increasingly desirable. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced numismatist, the 1980 Lincoln Cent is a fascinating coin with an important place in American coin collecting. The 1980 Lincoln Memorial Cent was issued by the United States Mint during a period of high inflation and economic challenges in America. The country was experiencing rising prices, high interest rates, and increasing production costs, making the manufacturing of low-value coins more expensive. Despite these challenges, the 1-cent coin remained essential for everyday commerce, and billions were produced to meet public demand. The Lincoln Cent series had already become one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, having first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln Memorial Reverse, introduced in 1959, remained on the cent until 2008, making the 1980 issue an important part of this historic design series. Collectors appreciate the 1980 penny because it represents the final years before the U.S. Mint changed the cent's metal composition in mid-1982 from mostly copper to copper-plated zinc. The obverse of the 1980 Lincoln Cent features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the motto "In God We Trust," while the word Liberty is placed to the left of the portrait, and the date, 1980, appears on the right beside the mint mark when present. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. The 1980 Lincoln Cent was struck at 3 United States Mint facilities. Coins with no mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins with the D mint mark came from the Denver Mint, while coins with the S mint mark were produced at the San Francisco Mint as proof coins for collectors. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 7.41 billion 1980 Lincoln Cents, while the Denver Mint struck approximately 5.14 billion coins. The San Francisco Mint produced about 3.55 million proof cents for collectors. The value of a 1980 Lincoln Cent depends mainly on its condition, mint mark, and whether it has a genuine mint era. A worn coin in poor condition is generally worth only 1 cent. Most circulated examples sell for 1 to 10 cents. Coins in fine condition usually bring 10 to 50 cents, depending on appearance. Extremely fine examples often sell for around 50 cents to $2. Attractive uncirculated coins typically range from $2 to $10. Although the normal 1980 penny is common, collectors eagerly search for valuable mint eras. One exciting fact about the 1980 Lincoln Cent is that it can still occasionally be found in circulation, especially in old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, bank coin rolls, and forgotten boxes of change. Because many people overlook old pennies, valuable high-grade examples, and genuine mint eras are still discovered from time to time. Before selling a 1980 Lincoln Cent, inspect it carefully under bright light with a quality magnifying glass. The 1980 Lincoln Cent is not considered a rare date because of its very large mintage, but collector demand remains strong for high-grade examples and authenticated era coins. One of the most fascinating facts about the 1980 Lincoln Cent is that it contains much more copper than modern pennies produced after the 1982 composition change. Next up, the Elizabeth II Reg FD1 Penny 2002 is a modern British coin issued by the Royal Mint and widely collected by coin enthusiasts around the world. The inscription, ELIZABTH IIDG Reg FD, stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Although the 2002 one penny was produced in large numbers for everyday use across the United Kingdom, collectors continue to search for high-quality examples, rare mint errors, and coins in exceptional condition. Most 2002 pennies are worth only face value, but certain uncirculated coins, certified high-grade examples, and genuine mint errors can be worth considerably more. This makes the 2002 penny an interesting coin for both beginners and experienced collectors. The 2002 one penny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who became Queen in 1952 and remains one of the most significant figures in British coinage history. In 2002, the United Kingdom celebrated Queen Elizabeth II's Golden Jubilee, marking the 50th anniversary of her accession to the throne. Although special commemorative coins were released to celebrate this historic event, the regular circulating one penny continued to play an important role in everyday commerce. The modern one penny design had already become familiar to millions of people throughout the United Kingdom. Because of its connection with the Golden Jubilee year, the 2002 penny holds extra historical interest for many collectors. While it is not considered a rare circulation coin, it represents an important period in modern British history and remains a popular addition to collections of Queen Elizabeth II coinage. The obverse of the 2002 one penny features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Around the portrait appears the inscription ELIZABTHIIDG Reg Fid Def, an abbreviation of the traditional royal title meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Unlike many countries, regular British circulation coins generally do not carry mint marks. The 2002 one penny was struck by the Royal Mint at its modern production facility in Llantrisant, Wales. The Royal Mint produced approximately 601 million one penny coins, dated 2002, for circulation. The value of a 2002 Elizabeth II one penny depends largely on its condition and whether it has a genuine mint error. A heavily worn coin in poor condition is generally worth only its face value of 1 penny. Most circulated examples sell for between 1 pence and 20 pence. Although the standard 2002 penny is common, collectors actively search for genuine mint errors. Minor doubling may also occur on some coins, but dramatic doubled dies are uncommon for this issue. One of the exciting things about the 2002 one penny is that it can still occasionally be found in circulation, old piggy banks, family coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, and forgotten boxes of change. Before selling a 2002 one penny, carefully inspect the coin under bright lighting using a magnifying glass or coin loop. The 2002 Elizabeth II one penny is not considered a rare circulation issue because of its large production numbers. However, collector interest in Queen Elizabeth II coinage remains strong around the world, particularly for coins connected with important royal events such as the Golden Jubilee. A fascinating fact about the 2002 one penny is that it was issued during Queen Elizabeth II's Golden Jubilee year, celebrating 50 years on the British throne. Another interesting fact is that although the coin has a bright copper appearance, it is actually made from steel coated with copper, not solid bronze like older British pennies. Thank you for watching this complete guide to the Elizabeth II DG Reg FD 1 penny 2002.